Yo, what's up? This is RTG. This is the RedPill review.
That's what we call
And
it. That's
yeah,
what the okay.
that's what they've all been called. But yeah, um, this is episode 7. Um, no, this is gonna be episode 8 actually. 7 is gonna be the one I'm
It
released tomorrow.
got it. I forgot it.
This is Kao.
I'm Dre.
Yeah, and we're here. We're gonna review some more RedPill content. This week we're reviewing a podcast that I haven't watched in a minute. I haven't watched um, Fresh and Fit since they had their falling out with another channel that I watch. It's
Oh,
called
really well.
yeah, it's called Abba and Preach. That just two fellas, but these guys have some. They say some good things every once in a while that I kind of agree with. Sometimes they take it overboard, but
It always got to be that way. I'm gonna think when it's got to be this take shit over.
yeah,
And I'm glad as I got older, I learned how to cuss people out without actually cussing.
yeah. You can kind of. I mean, they do that too. You'll see. It's some of their ideologies. It's not really their delivery. Kind of, kind of agree with their delivery in a way, but some of their ideologies they take it too far, in my opinion.
Lost my phone. So I didn't.
All right, let's see. Start this. Jeez, come on.
Who disagrees and why? That's okay, Kareem. So do you think you should have guy friends outside of gays and your family? No, yeah, the gay guys. Yes, sir.
Before we hear their answer, do you? I'm gonna ask you the question because I already seen this, but I didn't get to see it. I just listened to it at work.
Mm.
Um, do you think that a girl should have male friends if she's in a relationship? Or do you think that people can have relationships like that? Like, do you think that that's even possible?
To what extent?
Like, without someone catching feelings within the situation?
If you already have, or already in a relationship, or
Yeah.
without being already in a relationship.
Um, with being in, like, you're already, like, the girl, like, would you let your girl have male friends?
I don't control bitches, but yeah. So, but yeah, I wouldn't care. But I'm a different person.
I would. I would not. I feel like, yeah, no.
I said to what extent? Like, are they hanging out, or are they just text buddies? Nigga,
Even no, even text buddies,
nah,
you know what the guy's intent is.
man.
You
And then
know,
that at that point, you should be confident in your woman.
no, man, my woman, I'm not gonna put her in
But
situations
she how she in that
for her to
situation?
lose.
But in that in circum what in that circumstance, how is that putting her in this situation? Wouldn't she already be in that situation?
Well, yes, like if I met her and she had guy friends and we started dating and she was unwilling to drop them,
Yeah.
then I would drop her.
Oh shit.
I would drop her like a sack of potatoes. Nigga, get out of here. Don't be with them.
Yeah.
Guys are just less drama. Oh, well, go have them.
I get it, but like, yeah,
Do you want to know my reasoning?
I know your reason, but sure, say it to the audience.
Oh, my reasoning is I don't believe that people, men and women, can be friends because the man, there's an underlying drive in men that he's gonna want to have sex with her,
I get that,
and that's why he's spending his time on being around her.
but he can want all he want
I
though.
agree, but I feel like you're. It's like
Wait, put
putting.
it. I told one of my exes this. That's it. Um, when it comes to that type of situation or your girl cheating or something, if she can be taken, she wasn't yours to begin with. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I agree, but I feel like I just wouldn't like. I wouldn't want my girl to have OnlyFans.
Well, no shit. You didn't say that. That's not what we're talking about.
But it's simple. It's like
No,
a
it's not. No,
similar
it's not. No, it's not.
idea.
No, it's not. No, it's
It's
not.
like you have the freedom.
On OnlyFans, she is either exposing herself or
Mhm.
teasing her audience and getting
But if she's talking to these
compensation from that.
guys who want to have sex with her, she's basically teasing them because in her mind she thinks it's a quote unquote friendship. But in their mind, if she calls any of them on the phone and goes, "Hey, come over and I want to have sex with you," what do you think they're gonna say?
Well, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if your girl does that, she wasn't yours. So
No, I'm not saying that she even has to do that. But in my opinion, she doesn't even have to do that for it to be offensive to me already. It's like you don't need male friends. I'm the male attention that you need. You don't need
I get it. But well,
because this guy, he's really just waiting in the wings for something to happen in our relationship, so he can be like, yeah, that I knew that nigga wasn't the one for you all the time or whatever.
I have female friends that I have no genuine interest in that hit me up for advice or some stupid ass shit like that. But you know, I don't see I don't see the harm in that.
I don't know. I feel like a true friendship is like something between the same sexes. Like couldn't really call myself a friend of a girl, especially if I have a girl. I'm like you're an acquaintance.
I get that.
Because I'm not gonna drop what I'm doing to come help you or whatever. Because
I get that too. And
I'm just not doing it.
especially if you're in a relationship with somebody,
No,
you can't do that.
you can't do it.
Nah.
My girl is not gonna be happy about that.
Yeah,
So I would rather just not even let a girl think that she is on that level in my life, who's not my girl. I'm gonna be like, you cool and everything. You're cool as a person, but I don't want you thinking that we're buds. We're best buds or something like. Don't call me with your problems. I don't want to hear it. I'm not your man. You don't get man benefits from me when I'm not your man. You know, and that's what girls be doing with their quote unquote friends. They really are friend zoning the guy so they can get boyfriend benefits without having to give up the poon. That's what they're doing. And because they know, deep down, they know that the guy wants to do things to them.
But what if
They know.
the guy does not care?
What do you mean?
Like me.
That's different. That's different. If you're like a willing participant, but I'm talking about in the situations where the girl knows the guy's intent.
Oh, okay.
There's manipulation going on from both sides.
Yeah.
But if I was single and I knew a bunch of people and some of the people were girls and some of the girls like I had like a really close relationship with, I would kind of call them my friend. I'd be hesitant to, but I would call them like if I was a single guy and I knew a bunch of people. But once I got a girl, none of you bitches is my friend. Okay? Don't ever come around me and my girl talking about you one of my friends. I do not need that.
Like, if I was in a relationship, I would not recommend anybody do that anymore. But like I'm saying, in serious relationship circumstances, like once I get in a relationship, that those said friends would know to keep their damn distance and shit like that. Like you can't hit me up at a certain after a certain hour and shit like that. Like there's rules involved.
I agree.
Well, I don't know. I think that they can have male friends, but not too close. Like kind of weird.
You have guy friends?
Yeah, but I don't really talk to them that much.
You're not a good friend.
Yeah.
You're not a good friend if you're not sleeping with your guy friend.
See?
What a generous.
What about you?
Smash first. You don't gotta smash.
What do you thought on women having male friends? When they have women friends?
Hey, ladies who are watching the 1 point negative of you.
1 point negative.
You can a guy can friend zone girls too. We will friend zone a girl if she's not up to our standards. We'll friend zone you and go after your friends, like he just said. We'll be like, "Hey, you're such a cool person." In the back of your mind, you're like, "Why is he not trying to sleep with me?" It's like because we want your friend. We'll find that out later.
Not when they're seriously with the guy. I
Okay,
think.
so you agree with him that it should be gay guys only
I
for
agree.
male family members. Chris, pull that back up. I don't want
He's
to control
probably
his
one of the
question.
most
Gay guys
level-headed
shouldn't have female
girls.
friends. They should have gay other male friends. Okay. Do you agree with this statement? He says here, he believes that outside of the male family and boyfriends, the only male friends a woman should have, if any, are gay guys. Disagree or agree?
Disagree.
Why do you disagree?
Because sometimes the male friends could be someone that you've had history with.
Okay. Do you think that guy friends look at girls as platonic friends for real though?
I guess it just depends on the guy.
Okay. Do you think men and women could just be like platonic friends in general?
Yeah.
Really? Do you have guy friends yourself?
I think it depends what the guy is trying to be friends with her. Like what his true intentions are. You know.
Mhm.
Do you think any of them
Maybe it's because like they're more of business partners, I guess.
that means they're your associates
Yeah,
there,
associates.
or
It's
colleagues.
not really a
You're not necessarily friends.
They want to fuck too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to hit
Okay.
your secretary.
Do you think your guy friends want to have sex with you?
I believe that some of them in the past did, yeah.
Do you think the ones you have now still want to have sex with you?
I actually don't really have too many male friends anymore.
Okay, why? Was it because they tried to have sex with you?
Probably.
Okay.
Prove his point.
I
Oh,
$1,000 a month, if not more, just from this app.
congratulations.
I don't know if you.
She sucks at answering questions.
Yes. Okay.
But all right, we're gonna move on. Okay. Do you agree with this? The outside of male family and boyfriends, the only male friends a woman should have, if any, are gay guys.
Disagree.
Why do you disagree?
Because what about the friends that she met prior to you? But you met those friends and you're cool with those friends as well. Like I'm in a sorority, so I have fraternity brothers.
That means you're a simp, my friend. You're being played. Don't let a girl try to trick you into this situation. She's playing you, brother. She's got a nigga in that group that's lined up just in case he's the just in case nigga.
I understand that.
Just in case you fuck up, she's gonna throw you and be like, up, next up. And he's right there.
But my fraternity brothers, no. My fraternity brothers met my significant other and they actually hung out, like they're cool and stuff like that.
They still want to fuck.
No,
And if I meet you and you got 8 guy friends and they're like attractive guys, I'm gonna be super suspicious of that
Well,
shit.
yeah, because at least 2 of them smacked.
I'm like, one of these niggas, at least one
You
of
said
these
out of
niggas
8.
have hit.
You said 8. I said at least 2.
Okay, at least 2 of these niggas have hit or have intent to hit, and she knows. You know,
godfather to my.
if she's
But that's
bad.
how he became friends with them, so therefore he kind of took them from you, because I guarantee at this point now he probably hangs out with them more than you do at this point, right?
No, they don't speak to him.
So
Those
they
are
just
my-
talk to you?
Yeah, because
Instead-
those.
But
those
you
are my
never know with
brothers.
women. During an
No, you still
argument,
talk
they'll
to
just
them.
say whatever.
Yes, bro.
And you'll notice that during this. During this,
Jesus
you're gonna
Christ.
see the women basically like the guys will say this guy is blue, and they'll go, no, it's purple, and it's like, all right. It makes it hard to have a disagreement with them.
Of course, I've known them way prior.
That's why that nigga initiated the divorce. Okay,
Yeah.
we got it now. We got the reason why now. Anyway, okay. Man, appreciate you, my friend. Shout out to you. Shout out to Canada. Trudeau's fucking y'all over though.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, what about you? Do you agree that the only male friends you have are outside of male friends and your boyfriend, male family members and your boyfriend should be gay guys? Agree or disagree?
I disagree.
Why?
Because I feel like I, on my side, can have friends that are strictly platonic. So I could see how if I had a
She's
boyfriend.
young. She's super young. She's like 21, and you can hear it in her voice.
friend.
Do you have platonic friends now?
Yes, one guy friend that's strictly platonic.
You don't think he wants to have sex with you?
I know he's not, but
Really?
he just came out, so that makes sense. I was
Wow.
gonna say, I can see.
Jesus Christ. Why didn't you say that?
Call him up right now. Ask him to come over and hit and see what happens. He might flip flop on that gay shit, right? He might just be
'Cause
playing
he was-
his cards
'Cause he
right.
was waiting too long. Or
Yeah,
some
he's
shit?
waiting. He's just trying to see if there's hope. And one night he's hoping they'll be at her crib drinking and she'll slip up and she'll, That's what he's hoping, bruh. But I do think the actual gay people exist. Let me not get us canceled right off the bat.
Hey, though, I can see both sides because I've never had a friend that's a guy that I believe that he didn't want to have sex with me. So I can see why
Smart.
if I had a
You're
boyfriend who
smart.
said that, I could understand because it's like putting your trust all in your partner because every guy friend I've had like can't strictly be friends.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So if your boyfriend told you no guy friends, would you be cool with that?
I've never had a boyfriend. I'm not gonna listen to a man, so I don't know. Like,
Yeah. Okay. Right. Fantastic.
Raise her.
What about you?
I completely
Some type of
disagree
way.
Why?
because I have a lot of male friends.
Oh, really? Oh,
And-
Red flag.
Listen, whoever says that a woman cannot have male friends is very insecure.
Stop the
Like,
cow.
believe that.
super, very insecure.
Tell us how.
Because he doesn't want his woman to be surrounded by any male energy. Because he has a small dick. I'm sorry.
So you want big dicks wrong then?
That's not it.
You only want big dicks.
Naturally, I just feel better with men around me. Yeah, you guys are gonna make fun of this. But I can be better friends with guys than girls because it's less drama, it's less talking behind your back. It's just
Usually when girls say that, they're the source of the drama. The talking behind the back. Usually when they say that shit, they've alienated the girls in their life. And niggas will tolerate them because we want to have sex with them, and they don't get that. Or they know. They
Yeah,
just don't care.
I don't believe this woman doesn't think any of her friends doesn't want to have sex.
Yeah, that's why the niggas is around. Well, we're not gonna waste our time, talking to you, hearing your problems, and giving you advice. That's boyfriend stuff.
Not always.
I mean, or brother stuff.
Okay, let's do that.
If you felt like she was close enough for you to be like, this is my sister, then you would give her that you wouldn't care. But that's very few girls in your life. That's like
One
one
girls you
or
already
two.
slept with.
Yeah. I mean, you got to have that bond, that relationship. But even then, it's like, I don't know, because I'm so relationship oriented. If I tried to have a relationship with you and it didn't work, I never want to see you.
Oh yeah, we can
I'm
go
sorry.
back
I
to
don't
being like
want to. I don't
we
want to
can go
talk to
backwards.
you.
I'm not
I
talking
don't
about
want to. I don't want to fucking see you. I don't go live your life. Go find you a nigga.
It's cool sometimes, but like at the same time,
I get it.
I meant like chicks you hooked up with, y'all can be like friends.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I meant by me being relationship oriented. Like if I was single and I was a player, yeah, I could have bunches of women in my life who I feel like are like cool enough to be like, come over, have a drink with me in my crib, and I'm not trying to hit, but because because I always wanted to be married. I never like, I don't know, I don't spend. I would never spend my leisure time with women. I just like, yeah, I'm either trying to pursue something with you, or I'm leaving you the fuck alone, or I'm trying to accomplish something with you. Like I will work with women. I'll be like, come on, be a part of my business, be my secretary, be my whatever, be my business partner, or I'm not. That's gonna be strictly business. I'm not. I don't. I believe you don't shit. Even though I already been cussing where you eat.
What?
You know, you don't shit where you eat
Oh man.
because that's not. You don't mix business with pleasure. 'Cause then you destroy your business or you destroy the pleasure.
Literally friendship, straightforward, nothing.
Charleston is going to start laying down the wisdom at some point. This nigga watch that hood nigga wisdom. Watch.
Yes.
So you said you prefer to have guys around you. Why do you prefer to have guys around you?
Friends,
Why?
it's just simple.
It's
Simple.
easier.
Very
Would
easy.
it be fair to say a part of it? I think I can summarize it for you. Is it because they're easier to deal with, less emotional? You can be yourself around them,
Correct.
and they offer utilities such as like maybe protection, maybe paying for an outing here or there. They're easier to be around, etc. Is that why?
Like I don't let a guy friend to pay for anything.
Okay.
Simple as that. But no, I just
Maybe help out around with physical labor. They can do things.
not really. No, I can do everything myself.
But realistically speaking, there's certain things that they might be able to do that you just physically can't.
That's never been a thing.
Is that ever been a thing?
No, not in my experience.
So you're the only. What's the reason you hang out with them then, or prefer male friends?
This is animus possession. Animus possession is when a woman is possessed by her masculine nature and she's so combative
She's
that
in defense mode.
she's unwilling to reason, to hear your reason. And even though she may agree with your reason, she's gonna deny it
That's
and
what
she's
I'm
gonna
saying.
go against
Yeah,
it
she's in defense
just to
mode.
try to win the argument.
Defense mode.
Guys can be possessed by
Yeah,
anima. It's like their female instinct, and they're like possessed by their emotions, and they're unable to hear your reason. And they say the best thing to do when a person is possessed like that is to just leave them alone. Because they have to experience something that breaks that possession. But I feel like a woman like that, hearing a rational woman talk, like there's another woman in the group, she's gonna be talking. Like that kind of breaks the spell. It breaks it. You know.
Again, because it's simple, like it's just easy to talk to them. It's easier because they don't judge. They just
We judge.
listen to you and they'll say everything up front. Whatever they think is what they think.
They give good advice, better advice than women do?
Yes.
Okay. I have one question for you. What do they want from you? Ooh.
Just my
Question.
friendship.
No.
Pure
Think
friendship.
what I'm asking you. Deep down, what do they want from you?
I don't know. You should ask them. I've never been
I mean,
curious.
the answer is she doesn't care what they want because she's getting what she wants. Because
She
here's the
doesn't
thing I
care what they
realize,
want.
right? And you
There you
kind of
go.
your own actions exemplify this. I've said it before. I'll say it again. There's not much utility a girl can bring you if she's your friend as a man. There's really not much. If you're not talking to her, she's virtually useless to you. And I hate to say it like that, but you get the best out of a woman is when she's your girl. She's
I
being
heard Andrew Tate say that, and we said that on the previous podcast too. We're like, if you get in trouble, you would not call a girl.
Oh yeah.
You would call one of your niggas. You know.
submissive to you. She's being dutiful to you, etc. Now, when she's your friend, there's not much value there because everything a woman provides, you can get from a guy, and on top of that, they're going to be able to better identify what your situations because men and women live different existences. Like there's certain things that you experience that a man will never experience. There's certain problems that a man experiences that you will never deal with. So I don't think women are really in a position to be good friends to a man. It benefits you though because they offer you utility, which you described earlier. They'll listen to your problems. They're problem solvers. They'll tell you how you can fix things. They look at the world more objectively versus emotionally than women do. And you can be yourself around them. You don't have to worry about some weird, snarky, passive-aggressive attitude that's going to come after the fact from you saying something.
Mhm.
So I think women get way more value from male friends because men in general just offer more value when they deal with women. But women don't have to necessarily offer value in return. So a lot of guys are just okay with being near a pretty girl and they think that's enough.
That you're not.
Okay, so that's what I mean. I don't think women offer much utility to men. So it's a win for a woman to put a guy in the friend zone, but it's not a win for the guy
But they're still friends with me. So
because they're stupid.
Because they're stingy. Exactly. Just like I still got
The
it.
thing is that they don't have the balls to actually tell you, "Hey, I'm interested in you sexually." They
I
don't
want to
get
hit.
rejected.
They friend zone themselves because they have no game.
Remember those conversations I showed you? I was like, setting the table for the situation they was trying to set me up for.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You have to be straightforward and honest, bro. Like the whole lying and quote unquote spitting game, the bitches thing is back in high school.
When I met my woman in high school, she said, what if I said that I just wanted to be friends with you? Would you still be my friend? Would you still
Nigga.
be around me? I said
No.
no. I said I'm interested in you
Yes, bro.
as like a relationship, like sexually. And if I can't get that, I'm gonna get away from you. I don't want to be around you.
I've told girls that we have nothing in common with, that I see no point in us hanging out gender level. It sounds fucked up, but like,
Like if I
but
want,
being real, like if you don't smoke, like I don't see why I'm hanging out. Like I have homegirls who smoke. They come smoke a blunt. They take their ass home. Like you know what I mean. So like if
you have something in common.
yeah, if we can't do that, what am I doing? We going to dinner that or lunch that I'm most likely gonna have to pay for.
You're gonna look at me when the check
It
is
was like I'm good.
They're getting a free date.
Yeah,
They're getting free.
I'm
They're getting
good.
fed.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't need that.
And women will do that shit. They'll manipulate you. We're friends. Buy me this. You know, and you thinking that you not paying attention, you'll buy it. And so it's like you gotta play the game. The game is being played.
feel the male friends that I've had in the past, they tried something. They had their move and whatever else.
And you rejected them.
They
Yeah,
DM me on
Got their
Instagram. No,
feelings hurt.
just like literally one or two out of all the people that my ex was terrified of.
They're gonna
But-
say this, but that's the one or two that had the courage to even try. The other ones got they have the same intent, but they trying to slow play their way into the pool.
The rest was literally purely just friendships.
Okay, so question for you. You said most of the guys that you talked to wanted something more, right?
No, like
two or three
literally,
shit.
yeah,
Okay.
just a few.
So a few of them.
But and that I can like most of it I can identify beforehand. Like
Okay.
I know I see the way you're looking at me. I know that if I was available, you would probably make a move. But
That's all
that's
guy.
why I don't hang out
fool.
with that guy.
Stupid. If he's around you, that's what he wants. I mean, unless he's really gay. If he's really gay, then he's he probably. But I don't know. I feel like people are bisexual. I don't think. No, I mean, there's gay dudes, but I feel like some of them gay dudes, man, even if they got the chance, they would take it.
We hang out with
I
guys.
want to bet those other guys that didn't shoot their shot, they want to get with you too. They're just that they're scared. But what I'm saying is that okay, so we talked about guys want to take it a step further.
Mhm.
So is a guy really insecure if he doesn't want you to have male friends?
Yes, I believe so.
I disagree. I think if anything, he's very secure in male nature and understands how men think and act and wants to protect you from it. Understand?
You have a point
Like,
So is it really insecure?
he wouldn't be over.
from what I've seen.
So you're saying they got, hold on, they're insecure and have small dicks.
Okay.
No.
You know what he's saying.
Yeah. Here's the thing. When they'll say insecure or small dick energy, that's typically translation. I don't like the fact that the guy that I'm dealing with has boundaries and standards, and I don't want to necessarily adhere to them. So I want to be able to continue to act like I'm single, even though I have a guy at home. And what we tell guys all the time is that if you're a man and you have a woman, you have to have boundaries and standards. And one of them is if she has her guy friends around, she doesn't respect you to that same degree. She should be willing to cut those guys.
I guarantee
Because here's the thing. It's not that I don't trust you. I don't trust them.
Yeah.
I understand, and I've heard that before. And that man was very insecure. Like he would literally be jealous of every single person, and not only male, that would speak to me anywhere. Literally, he would be jealous of my coworkers.
He's trying to get
And
them to
he's
pass
seen
him
that.
something.
Like there are 2 out of 10, and he'd be jealous of them still.
But you
Come
gotta.
on, do you think like some kind of self-esteem? Do you think I don't have my,
Babe.
the scale? Do you think I don't hold myself well?
Well,
Do you
here's
think
the
I'm
thing.
really gonna go
Yes.
for those guys? Come on.
But you
Well,
know,
here's the thing.
so
You
it is
can say
about
that. I get it.
No.
Like I can control myself.
You know what the niggas want? You know why they're spending that time that they're not gonna get back around you?
Yeah. She's like,
Stop being naive. You know how we built. It's why you dress like you dress.
Blah blah blah. But the reality is, since the beginning of time, if you look at any type of culture, whether it was Muslims, Christians, Jews, etc., everyone from across the world, despite not meeting each other, always made sure that their women were modest and dressed a certain way and protected them from men. Why is that?
Because we
when
don't
you-
trust each other. is
Well,
why.
no, the reason why is because when you leave women to their own devices, they make poor sexual decisions a lot of the times. Unfortunately, you look at single mother households, you look at fatherless households. Whenever there's not a father there, or some kind of strong influence, male influence, to come in and help their daughter make select, there's typically issues.
All I have to say is if
I
a
agree.
woman is happy in a relationship, she'll have no reasons to go out and seek it somewhere else.
But that's my point. She should be willing to cut those
I don't
guys off
agree with
anyway.
that. I don't agree with that. Because you could be the best boyfriend ever, but if she's not for you, if she for the streets, then she's gonna go be with the streets. It doesn't really matter what you do. It matters where she's at mentally, and you gotta assess that before you get in a relationship with her. And be smart about your
Got like past
decisions.
that face painter.
You can't fall in love with the face. They're beautiful, but that is a distraction. That there's more that makes a person than just their looks.
So what else? What else?
And
doesn't
if
have
you
to.
if I'm dating you and you're unwilling to cut off your guy friends for me, that's telling me something. That's telling me that's a sign.
Guys providing 110% of effort to the relationship and making the girl happy, she'll be coming back home, like running back,
Making the girl happy.
regardless.
I don't believe in that. I don't believe in
the whole happy wife and wife. I know I don't believe in that. I really think that should be go both ways, but that's not the same.
I don't know. I don't think. I think that it's
I didn't.
as a man, you take care of your responsibilities, and you have a responsibility to your girl to keep her safe, keep her fed. The basics. But all that happiness stuff, their happiness is fleeting. It goes up and down. It goes away. It comes back. So you can't, as a man, you can't ride that roller coaster all the time with them. And they don't want you to. They want you to be stoic. They want you to be manly, so they can.
Calm the fuck down.
Yes, and for you to help them control their emotions, and for them to feel like they can be like organically emotional with you. You know.
Because whether she has male friends or not.
So if he's making her 110% happy, why do you need attention and time from other guys?
Attention. She doesn't need attention.
Cut
She
them off
needs
then. Cut those guys off
friendship.
then. Cut them off then.
Why
They
do
should be
you
no
need
issue.
friendship?
No way to cut some people off because you work with them.
That's
And you
not
know,
the
it's
same.
Yeah, I agree.
That's a work person buddy. That's a work buddy. That's not really like y'all don't see each other outside of work. So that's not your real friend.
I mean, that's a work association. That's fine. I'm talking about guy friends that are texting you, trying to hang out with you, whatever. I'm talking about that.
I don't hang out like that with guys when I'm in a relationship.
So are they really your friends then?
Yeah.
No,
I
no.
wouldn't call everybody friends.
Man.
bro.
Okay.
The fuck,
Yeah.
man.
All right, buddy.
Either way,
Yes, they do.
I think
And if we flip the sexes, your girl would not be cool with you having a bunch
No,
of
she would not.
hot ass girls around
No,
you,
she would
and you
not.
calling them your friend, and you going out over there, and she don't know what you doing over there with them, and you could be
You ain't
thrashing
going
them.
by yourself, nigga.
No,
You're
she's
not
not gonna
going
allow
by
that.
yourself.
She's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm rolling."
Yeah. Let me get my shoes.
Yep. So they try to play these word games with us. They try to get us to agree to things that they would never agree to.
Yeah.
You know.
I think it's very healthy to be able to tell your girl, hey, listen, you want to have guy friends, whatever, but this is not acceptable behavior. And that's fine. And you guys can just date or whatever. But any guy that has a little bit of, intelligence and understands female nature versus male nature and respects himself is going to hold his woman to a standard. And one of those standards a lot of times is you need to cut off any male counterparts.
I just don't want to feel like I'm in jail most of the time when I'm in a relationship. And when I have a friendly conversation with a male, I don't want to be looked at like I'm literally going to like cheat around the corner. That's not what,
Here, let me tell you something. And this is, I think, yeah, you go, brother. I think this is something that we don't talk about enough. You cannot have the utmost freedom, right, without giving up security. And you cannot have the utmost security without giving up freedom. If you want the security and provisioning and leadership of a man, you must be willing to give up some of your freedom. The problem is that
For a game to be fun, it has to have rules, right? Or else it's not a game. It's just chaos.
That's
Like
why
if I
they
just
do
throw
it.
a ball on the field and I say go, and then you go, "What's the rules?"
Yeah,
And I go,
niggas gonna
"There
start-
are no
Niggas gonna
rules.
start slapping each other.
Niggas just
throwing
gonna
the
start
ball at
fighting."
each other.
It's UFC now,
Human nature
but
is the
even
fight.
UFC has rules. You can't knee a nigga if
You
he's
can't
on
bite.
his knee.
You can't bite.
You
the
can't
body.
bite a guy in
You
the
can't
neck.
gouge their eyes out.
You can't kick him in the nuts.
Yeah.
Everything has rules, but women feel like there are no rules. Or some women, let me say that before we get canceled. Some of these women feel like there's no rules for them.
Or they shouldn't be.
modern day women think, oh, I want to still be free and, out there and doing whatever I want while still having a traditional man at home that's going to take care and support me. That's not how it goes. If you want a traditional man that's going to have all the duties and roles that you want him to be, breadwinner, authoritative, decisive, assertive, dominant, masculine, etc., well, you need to be a feminine woman in return. Being a feminine woman in return means not having and courting guys around that are friends when we know that they want to have sex with you. Because women don't bring much utility outside of sex. No offense.
100% agree with you. If men actually provided those, like you say,
We
Trace.
do provide
Sure.
that. There are guys who
Provide
provide
anything.
that. When you say that, that makes me think that, yeah, the guys you mess with don't provide that, and that means you need to pick quality guys. And I can't complain about women and say all women cheat. It's like, no, the girls who I have encountered so far have been of that quality. That doesn't mean that they're all that way. If I felt that way, I would never have found my wife.
Taking care of you, going out to dinner, buying you gifts, flowers, all that. Oh, honey, don't work. Sure. Oh my God. Look at yours.
She
You
said,
hear the shit that she
he
said?
said, buy you gifts, honey, you don't gotta work.
Yeah. Wild.
But you
Tell
know,
me yours, honey.
the Caucasoids, nigga.
But I don't know. I don't think she might be
Nigga,
some
look
type
at
of
this one.
Guatemalan or something.
What? What?
She might be some type of Latin.
There's no sign of an accent. There's no sign of any type of.
But there's some Latin people who are basically like
But
whitewashed.
you can hear it in their tone. Do you hear any?
Every once in a while, you'll hear them say a word like with a Spanish twang.
Yeah. Her tone has not changed.
But if you go half and half with a girl, and you tell her what to do and you tell her what friends to have, I'm sorry, it's just
Okay.
not gonna work.
So that's what it is.
Yeah, it
Her
makes
man
sense.
will take care of her.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
I don't want a guy living in my house telling me what to do.
Understand?
Bruh,
She
okay.
You,
If
so you
I
still
told
think she's
if
not
I
a Caucasoid?
told my girl to drop her guy friends, she would drop them without a hesitation, bro. She'd be like, well, no, I feel like she would ask. She'd be like, why though? She would probably want to know why. And then if I explained my logic to her, she'll go, okay, that makes sense. You know, she wouldn't fight me on it.
Man, what do I tell y'all, man? This is why you guys gotta get your fucking money on point, bro.
Thank you.
You gotta get your money on point, whatever.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing:
It costs to be involved.
it does. And
Thank you.
not only that, but like what I've come to realize is because you
I mean,
get
I
a lot
agree
of
with that, but I feel like one of Kevin Samuel's messages was that, like, just because the modern women are making more money nowadays, it doesn't mean that the guys deserve less respect.
Mhm.
You know, just because I make $50,000 a year and you make 70, that don't mean that you get to just do whatever you want to do. You feel me?
I get it.
No,
You know,
I'm
Gabby,
still the man.
You know, Get Reunion said that shit.
She said something recently. I remember.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah, she's
That
like
shit- that's
basically.
why she cheated on her last boyfriend because she was making more than him, so she felt like.
That's wild. Because if it's flipped, women would disagree with that. They would go, just because the nigga makes more money doesn't mean that he should be able to sleep with his secretary or whatever. But during this podcast, they're gonna make the argument that that guy does have that, you know, he should have that ability. You know, but I disagree with that. I feel like if you're a man of stature, then your life should be more, it should be upstanding because people are looking at you. Kids are looking at you and looking up to you. They're like, I want to be like this man. And you shouldn't be uh giving out your energy to a bunch of frivolous women or frivolous pursuits. Like you should have your woman and your pursuits that you're pursuing wholeheartedly. You know, you shouldn't be like just giving your seed out to these crazy ass and your time
Yeah,
is
time
valuable
for
because
real.
it's going to take time. It's going to take time and money to woo these women or to get these women, you know, and that's time you could be spending on your family or on your woman or on your relationship with your woman. You know, you could be zhuzhing that up instead of spending it prowling the streets for new hoes or whatever. Those type of guys do
what I call feminist propaganda garbage. No offense to you. But typically, the more egalitarian, equal you are with your girl, the more she's gonna say, "Well, I'm gonna do what I want. I'm gonna be free. I'm gonna be strong. I'm gonna be independent." Blah blah blah. Like the more successful you are, the less likely that is gonna come in.
That means your game is weak.
Mhm.
If you can't explain to her why she shouldn't feel that way and she can't see it from your point of view, then you should probably break up with her. You should probably break up.
There's
Because
no more to that.
there's no more to it. If you marry her, now you've married a woman who feels like, you know, she has opposing views to you.
A woman will show you all her signs before you think you feel that you should marry her. So during that process,
For the ladies, guys too. A guy will show you who he is during the dating process. So you just gotta watch and you gotta interview him
gotta
and
watch,
actually
listen. Gotta
listen to what he's saying and watch his actions.
listen to her. Watch her.
Look at how he treats his mother. Look at how his relationship with his mother is.
That's
Or for the women, for the guys, look at how her relationship with her father is. If she never knew her father, does she have a relationship with any guy, like any strong male role models in her life? Or does she not? Because all that plays a factor into what type of girl you're going to be dealing with for the rest of your life. If you put a baby in her or if you married her, you know. So these are things like relationships are very um important and risky. You know, you gotta really be strategic about who you decide to spend your time on. If it's gonna be long term.
Oh well, yeah.
But if it's just for the night, then you could be a bimbo. But women don't understand that. Some women don't.
Especially if you have frame.
Sorry.
If you're just a rich simp, then that's one thing. But
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Interesting. What about you? Disagree or agree? And the question before was having guy friends. It can only be gay. Agree or disagree?
Left.
Or do you believe that you can have guy friends?
I actually agree because, like, in our day and age, it's like an untold monogamous relationship that we have between each other. And I mean, it's dependent on the age. Like, if we're younger, then nah, I don't know why, excuse me, I don't know why you tripping with that girl. I don't know why you over there with that girl, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? But, and, I'll be respectful as well, not have friends that are guys. If they go to my school, then obviously, me and my boyfriend will be friends together with those guys. But if it's like an adult relationship, most likely we'll be either like, either having our own place, or living together, just having a career, probably kids or something. There's no need for friends because you already have your life settled with that person. You know what I'm saying? And if you are like in a probably like young adult relationship where you guys don't have kids or whatnot, there's nothing else to prioritize, then prioritize on each other because it's just like,
So you agree in general?
yeah, basically, if there's two adults in the room and they are attractive, they're basically going to fuck each other if it comes to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At some point, yeah. So it's just,
that's the human drive.
It's not an
nature.
That's
insecurity.
the
sex.
Charleston's gonna talk about that if we get to it. If he fucking, I don't know. If it comes up, it should come up. This is a 3-hour conversation, almost 4 hours. So at some point, I might have to skip and find it, but he's gonna start talking, and he makes a lot of sense.
Well, yeah, wait.
It's more of like
the human nature thing. This thing either fight or have sex with each other.
Yes, and both most of the time.
a trusting. I trust you, baby. I just don't trust that girl. You know what I'm saying?
Something you say.
Right, which is good. I understand you should have trust in your partner.
Even she said it.
but-
She actually put herself in the guy's position in the argument, and she said, if a nigga was hanging out around beautiful women, I would be like, it would bother her, and it would bother my woman. So I don't do it. I don't do it. I don't allow any beautiful women who I meet to feel like they're my friend. It's like, yeah, no, I got a friend already. It's Jesus, my wife.
I disagree. I could trust women to be women, which is women are emotionally erratic, not really very compulsive, do what feels right versus what is right. There's a reason why we tell men do what's right. We tell women do what's right for you, because we tend to live in this world nowadays where feelings and being happy overrides everything. And a lot of times, girl will cheat and then rationalize and say, "I want to be in a relationship, or it just happened, blah blah blah." And I think this is why so many guys end up in situations where the relationship is compromised because they didn't have boundaries, they didn't have standards. They let the girl do whatever she wanted. She one drink leads to another. She's out with her single girlfriends. Oh, he's a bum anyway. You do what you want to do. They, enable her bad behavior. I always say single girlfriends are the worst thing for a relationship. And then next thing you know, she's sucking some dude's dick in the bathroom. So I think I trust women to be women, which is compulsive, bad decision makers, and typically needing the leadership of a man.
I don't know about that, but I do
say
think
that
the quality
females
of their
are
decisions
like
be lacking
particularly like that's kind of like a hasty generalization there, just to assume that
Who has
all
3/4 of the
females.
debt?
You said what?
Who has 3/4 of the debt?
Who else? What?
Who has 3/4 of the debt in the U.S.?
Yeah, they
Of
be
the
talking
debt?
too fast sometimes.
He
said that. He
and
said,
I don't even think she understands what he's been asking. He's asking her who, like he's doing the whole ratio thing we did. Women outnumber the men.
yes. He said, who has most of the consumer debt? But he said it almost as one word. That's how fast he said it. He said, who the debt? Who the debt? She said, what?
Yes. Despite making less money than the opposite gender.
I have no clue.
It's women. Who's 80% of the
Oh.
consumer base?
Okay, I guess women.
Thank you. There's the reason why. You see, I'm not just. This isn't coming from a place of anger or misogyny or me talking crap. It's facts. Advertisers target women because women are more impressionable and they're easier to control. Women are group thinkers. They're more involved with. They're more involved being social. They're followers. Okay. You look at a fashion trend. You look at a hairstyle. When Rihanna cut her hair back in 2008, every other girl decided to cut their hair. Fashion trends typically women follow them. So women are easier to sell to and advertise to, and this is why advertisers target women and not necessarily men. So what I'm saying is that women are impressionable by nature. They're more agreeable.
Yeah.
And this is not a social construct. This is biology.
Yeah, they are emotional creatures too, but I wouldn't say that they can't, objectively think or, be rational.
Of course they can. I'm not saying they're not objective or rational, but what I am saying is that they're more likely to make bad decisions on emotion, which can lead to the destruction of the relationship.
Yeah,
I didn't liquor as well. Like alcohol goes around.
Yeah, for real.
So,
yeah.
And the thing is, and I know you guys might say, well, men drink and cheat too. What are you talking about, Myron? Here's the difference. If I cheat on my girl, I can go back to my girl and love her the same. If you cheat as a woman, it's a wrap. It's not the same. One is premeditated murder. The other one is, a DUI.
Myron believes that a guy should be able to have many partners. No, I don't believe that.
Not if you have
a like you could, like we could as a guy, I could, but I understand that it would destroy my woman's mind.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be able to. Our relationship wouldn't be healthy after that because she all the time, even if she acted like she was okay with it, she would be not okay with it. Her soul would not be okay with it.
She's just accepting it.
She's just accepting that that's what's happening to her.
Manslaughter. It's not the same as when a woman cheats. Oh, you're shaking your head. Go ahead.
I just don't agree with that, yeah.
Okay, why didn't you agree? Go ahead.
Yeah, because if she was enough for him, then you wouldn't need another woman or think about putting yourself in another woman.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Men sleep with somebody they don't like. Women won't.
But it becomes a thing too when you don't like her and you're still penetrating.
A man will sleep with somebody they literally hate.
I don't like her.
I agree with y'all.
But I'll have sex with her 10 times and more. Isn't that worse?
Well, here's the thing. A guy's thinking, when my woman go cheat with a man, she's emotionally invested unless she's a whore.
She don't love
Right.
That's true.
Prostitutes can sleep with a man she's not emotionally invested in. A woman has to have a man can literally stick his dick in a gas tank.
It's not so fast.
He's not emotionally. A man says,
Okay.
man has no
Did he say that?
emotions tied.
He has not said that. He was not making that argument. He's just describing. That's what women do. She's trying to win the argument. She wants to win it. And he's just describing something.
Woman, and you say, well, you've been sleeping with her for years. You don't even like her. But when a woman lay with a man, it's something about him she has to like. That's what hurt a man even more. A man is saying, man, I'm sleeping with this woman. I don't even know. I sleep with somebody I don't know. I don't even like. None invested. But for you to lay down with this guy, you have to have something invested in. That's what hurts more.
The fact that you say that is even worse because it then means that I have absolutely nothing.
Well, you have to understand a man. When a man,
if you could just stick it in a gas tank,
then she values your woman as a woman.
Sex is not the only contributing factor to why we want to be around y'all. Is what some of y'all don't understand. If we want to keep you around long term, there's something about you that is better than sex. Even is better than that. It's like more. It's more to it, to our interest in you than just sex. Because if it was just sex, like he said, we can have sex with a girl that we hate and we don't want to be around, and we could just have sex with her and then be done with her.
You see House of Lies?
I have not.
Oh, and that show Don Cheadle. He despises his wife, but they smack.
They still have sex
all throughout
the
show.
Yeah,
like
you could have a terrible, toxic relationship, like women like to say, and still be having sex in it.
You just hate sex.
They just hate each other. Still,
they say it's better that way.
It's what a woman have to understand. What a man does with his penis has nothing to do with his emotions and his values.
Thank you.
Which sucks.
Which most men
That
don't really
sucks.
even
Then,
show
y-
emotion.
then y'all should never have anything to do with a man. Is what I'm telling you. Because a woman, everything that a woman does. So if you ask a woman, what do you think about this? She's gonna answer with her feelings. She's gonna say, well, I feel like. If you ask a man, well, how do you feel? He's gonna say what he thinks because he's not emotionally in tune with his feelings.
Yeah.
By nature, we're hunters, right? So we have to be analytical. A hunter can't be in tune with his feelings because he would hunt out of fear. When it's dark outside, when the world had no lights, then he wouldn't provide food for his family because he would be afraid. So there's something in us that supersedes our feelings because we're analytics. A woman is more emotional because she has to nurture, she has to give life, she has to breathe life. And so when a man knows when my woman sleep with this man, she's way more invested into this man than I am when I sleep with a woman. A man will sleep with something he hates. A woman won't. So it's much more impactful when a woman lay down with a man because that's her heart. Her heart is between her legs. The
I agree
man's
with
not. So women think
The
that
white girl can't even think
your
she.
feelings
Tell that he's changed her mind and why. She's not like making crazy faces.
She got nothing to say.
Her body language has softened up a little. She's listening, bro. They're listening. I think it's getting through to them. Like I think they're actually hearing what he's saying.
listen, man, a man has no emotions when it comes to sex.
Son Marco.
None whatsoever.
Is his presence?
And that's like a very important lesson that a lot of women need to learn, bro.
What?
That just because a guy has sex with you does not mean he loves you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
but they think that the way to our heart is through our penis.
Oh, okay.
You know, and it's not.
Well, good luck.
Good luck.
Is his presence what gives the woman like the heart? I'm trying to understand, where does the heart come from?
Where is the heart located at?
There's no
Listen,
where is the heart?
listen,
We're
listen.
talking about
The way to a man's heart is through his belly.
Yeah,
His
that's
belly.
I'm saying, yeah. Like, just
Give it up and you go and stick your penis in whatever was moving.
it's like you didn't read me.
Listen, talk to your grandmothers.
Yeah.
Talk to your grandmothers and your great grandmothers, and I promise you, they will tell you a way to a man's heart is through his belly. A man that has a
You're like,
woman
yeah.
that'll feed him supersedes a woman that'll fuck him.
Yes,
Mhm.
because a
Yep,
woman that
yep.
will feed you,
The-
you will come home to. You will go home to her. But a woman who is just sex, but in every other aspect of her is chaos.
That's why I say, like, what else can you do? Because if I can cook,
Why do I need you to? If I can clean my house, why do I need you to come over here and clean it? You know, women. If you want to be long term, you have to provide more to the guy than just booty. You know.
visibility really is not hard.
And it comes standard on all women. So it's like they all feel like they're special. They all feel like they're the one that knows how hot the sun is. But, I feel like guys, we have an appreciation for the fact that we're similar to other guys. You know, it's like we come together based on that. But women, they butt heads because of their emotion, I feel like. The emotions get in the way. But we're so analytical that we can go like, oh,
Women
we
might,
could just see another black guy in the world and be like, "Oh, what's up, my nigga?" And just shake his hand and walk off or whatever.
women just might be more competitive and
Yes, like especially when it's different age groups. Like if an older lady who's not happy with her life see a young beautiful lady, the claws is gonna come out.
Oh my gosh.
That's awful, man.
the average today's women think that they can win us with their pussy.
No, I mean like for a man,
They
to
can,
feel the love, not how the woman gets the man.
Watching a woman give birth to your child will change how you treat her.
Hmm.
A woman forgiveness, a woman forgiving you when she catch you lying will cause you to stop lying to her. A woman who expresses her hurt without anger, will cause you to stop hurting her.
I guess it depends on the man.
No,
Surely does.
It's not.
Yeah, 'cause
It
sometimes
does.
I comment on that.
Men have, when they meet the right woman, they'll stop doing whatever they was doing before they met that woman to keep this woman.
Facts.
When they meet the right woman, they'll jump through whatever hoops that they have to jump through, even if it means denying themselves for this woman.
He's
But-
teaching them stuff that their fathers didn't teach them.
And this is going.
But-
He's kind of like elaborating on the whole. Every girl is a special thing to that particular person. Sort of
Mhm.
thing.
Yeah, like when you find, like I've been trying to say to you, when you find the woman who you're gonna make your girl, you'll know. You'll interview her like you do all the other girls, but she'll pass the test. You know? So actually, you'll be like, you're the legit, you're it.
It gets tricky.
How do you know?
But you just gotta have hope and keep looking. If you give up,
I was just about to
I
say,
never
Most,
said that.
most women,
I never said that.
no, I'm not saying that.
All right.
I'm saying, don't give up.
I didn't say I was giving up.
don't
I
understand.
said I'm taking
For
a
the
break.
right woman, that's for him. Him,
I get
he
it.
will cut off, like you said earlier, a bunch of other girls. So you know what? All right, I'm gonna make a choice because she's worth it. Oh, if you're not worth that value to him, he's gonna play the field. He's gonna follow you and you because you're not worth the value. So he's saying in a nutshell, if you're a woman of value to that man, who put in the work for you by actions.
think about, and I hate to bring this up, but I have to. Think about how great we say Dr. King is. Dr. Martin Luther King was a whoremonger, slept with many a women, and his wife knew it.
I did not know that.
Everybody knows that.
I did not want that
Everybody knows that. But most women will say because he
Did you know
cheats,
that?
he's not a great man.
He would.
Most
I remember when I learned that too. I was like, my heart was broken. I'm
Yeah.
like, no.
Damn, King.
But it confirmed an idea that was hard for me to learn, but I learned it. That your heroes are human.
Oh, yeah, I know you're
They're
not supposed to say
human.
that.
Yeah, they make mistakes. You can't, put them on a pedestal. You have to idolize their ideas more than them because they're a human being. They're not God.
most women think because you've cheated on women that you're not a good man. Good men cheat. It's hard for a woman
Bible said we were created in the image of God.
to believe that. Good men cheat because all men cheat. All men will cheat,
Excuse me.
except for the right woman. He don't want to hurt her. So the hurt that he causes her will stop him from cheating because he don't want to cause her that hurt. So it has nothing to do with a man feeling some type of way more or less than it does a woman. It's in his nature. It's in his nature to not be with one woman. Except when he meets this one woman, he decides to go against his nature and deny himself so he don't hurt this woman. And what pushes a man to that point? The actions of the woman. The actions of the woman.
Yep.
Or make a nigga stop lying. Or make a nigga stop cheating.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. If you come across a girl and she's like, she meets your beauty standards, then you talk to her, but she's rotten, you're gonna move on. But if you come to her and you meet her and she's feminine and she's friendly and she's fit and she's, trying to give you some, she likes you, then you're gonna be like, and she's willing to build with you, she's trying to work with you, then you're gonna be like, oh, you are not like the average girl who I've been bumping into. You're something special. So if I do pass on you, some other guy that gets you is gonna wipe you up. They're gonna pick you. So it's like you make that choice in life. And I feel like a lot of guys pass up on girls like that based on they out here smashing through girls. So they don't notice. Or maybe they do. They just don't want to give up the life. Smashing.
Every girl isn't equal either.
Yes. But I feel like they all have their potential, just like we all have our levels of potential.
How long you supposed to put up with potential instead of reality?
You help them. You either help them achieve
I
their
said for how long?
you either help them achieve their potential, or if you notice after an amount of time that they're not going to achieve it, or like they're not even trying. Like if you're dating them and they say they have an ambition, but you never see them work on the ambition, then you know that they're not really about that or whatever. They're just talking. So you make your decision based off their actions. Watch them, see what they do, and choose. You know. That's what the dating process is for. Dating process sucks. You date. You shouldn't date forever. Just date until you understand who they are as a person. Then make your choice.
I was reading some. I was listening, watching some other podcast, and she was saying dating pool got piss in it. And I was like, I'm like, that's why I can't swim. That's so.
The dating pool is just tricky. It's a numbers game. The more women you bump into who are of good quality, the more chances at love you're gonna get. But if you don't put yourself in the situations where you're gonna meet those type of women, then you're gonna keep bumping into girls who are just like regular everyday girls, and they're gonna, you know, even some of them are like wipeable, but they have to have the right mentality, But and a lot of regular women, I feel like think like these women on the show. They all are kind of delusional when it comes to relationships because they've been getting what they want from guys, or not, like, and they let that cloud their mind. They had a bad relationship before they met you, so they don't trust nobody no more.
Shit.
Which I can understand, but you gotta take a risk to make a gain. Always, there's always a sacrifice. You're always sacrificing something.
And that comes from her love. Her love will truly conquer him. And that's what every man eventually ends up getting to at some point in his life, where at least one woman's love conquers him, where he tries to become a better man for this one woman. So you have to decide if you're that woman.
So, ladies, let me ask you a question. Are you evil for wanting a guy that's taller than you, has more money than you, has more status than
on
you?
this, we're not gonna finish this, but you should go back and watch this whole thing. You should, yeah, you should. I mean, like if you're at work or something, or if you got some downtime, you're driving, just listen to it and listen to what he says, bro. He hits the nail on the head
I mean, I don't got shit to do tomorrow.
a couple times, bro.
Wait, it's not.
Ding ding. It's like,
That's
yes, Charleston. He usually says some stuff that I agree with. Every once in a while he'll say some crazy shit.
Absolutely not.
No, right? No? What? Okay. And the reason, because here's the thing. The problem is that, because he said a dude will stick his dick in a gas tank, and you're like, well, that doesn't make it right. And you were saying it's not right either. I think what women don't understand is that sexuality and what we want is not moral or immoral, it's amoral. And what I mean by that is you're attracted to what you're attracted to, and it is what it is. No one is demonizing you guys for wanting a guy that's taller than you, makes more money than you.
I think it's moral. I think it's like you have a responsibility to make good choices because those choices reflect on the future of your lineage. You get me?
But he was going based off of natural human nature of guy and girl.
Yeah. Yes. I feel like, yeah, you're gonna be sexually attracted to women, but you have a responsibility to pick to be to kind of direct that your sexuality. To not just let it just shotgun spray.
Need more status than you. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, that doesn't make it right. No, it's just the reality of life. So just like you want a guy that's tall and has money and has status and charming and charismatic, men want to have sex with more than one girl. The reality is you will never sexually satisfy your guy by yourself, ever. They're always going to want other women. That's just how it goes. Men typically are only as faithful as their options. But I like how...
Yeah, I don't know about that either because I feel like in a healthy relationship, you should be having sex
with her
3 times a week.
No.
2 to 3 times a week, bro. And if you're getting
living with her, that's
yeah.
We have sex more than that.
Oh yeah, well it was that way at the beginning.
When you have children, nigga.
That's what I'm saying. A healthy relationship that's in the stride. You don't need to have sex. You're not trying to have sex every day, bro. You're tired. You just get off work and shit. You're not. You're trying to go to fuck to sleep. Like leave me alone. I'm sleepy. But a healthy at the beginning, it was like we were like rabbits,
I bet.
so but that wanes, and that's okay because you have things going on in life, you know.
Mhm.
But you guys immediately made male sexuality about morality when I brought it up with what women want. Y'all were like, oh. So why is it okay for you guys to want a guy that's tall and has money and successful, but it's not okay for us to want many bitches? That's the difference. What men want.
He's trying to make this point.
Always.
Guys should be able to have a harem, and I don't agree with him. I'm sorry.
Going back to the old days with the kings and stuff like that.
Yes. Like, if you're a king, then maybe you should be able to have multiple wives. But most guys, oh, did it just break?
No, thought it did.
But most guys aren't kings. We're kings of our families, of our households. And we're the rightful kings of those. But once you start having 3, 4 girls, 5 girls, it's like, bruh, you're spending more time on the girls than you are on business. And you should, as a man, you shouldn't be doing that.
Mhm.
You gotta work because you gotta take care of your family.
What men want is always demonized. What women want is never demonized. It's actually encouraged. Get the best man that you can. He a bum. He do better. Blah blah blah. We tell women they deserve everything, but when I tell a man, no, go out there and fuck as many girls as you want and have a main chick, oh, that's male sexuality. It's amoral.
One of the first things I noticed when girls meet guys, they don't ask, who is he? Who is he? They say, well, what do we do? What kind of car does he drive?
Right.
Where do he live? They don't ask, well, who is he as a person? Is
Most
he
women.
honest?
Most women. I'm not gonna lie, most women, but not all
Well,
women.
you're right.
Okay, well,
I never said all.
if most operate that way, wouldn't it be best to base your strategy when it comes to dealing with women on men?
Yeah.
Okay, so who cares about the minority?
What the fuck are you talking
Oh, okay. So then that should if you want quality women, what's the problem?
What's the problem?
The way that everyone is thinking.
Who just said that if you want a quality woman? That's a good response. Go, elaborate.
You should really focus on the minority if you want equality.
That's a good response.
Okay, but okay, I get that.
Gotta
That's great.
understand that the
Focus on the
majority of
minority.
the
The problem
women
is
you
that
meet-
most women are not wife material. Most
Yeah,
girls
there
don't
you go.
deserve a long-term relationship. Most girls are not worthy of any type of long-term commitment. So
You gotta understand that the women you meet in the modern time, most of them aren't going to be wife material. So that's why I said last podcast, I think that if I was single and I was dating nowadays and I was vetting women, I would be almost ruthless. Like the moment I notice that something's not right with them, no more dates. I'm a ghost. I'm a ghost you. I'm gonna move on because I'm not trying to waste your time, and I don't want you to waste my time. So I'm like, this is not working out, and I'm gonna just move on. I'm like, oh, she's not it. Because I'm just not wasting time. I'm not doing it.
who do I gotta? If I'm gonna formulate a strategy to deal with modern-day women, am I gonna tailor my strategy for the majority so I know what I'm doing, or am I gonna tailor it for the minority?
Well, you see, the problem is
Don't
that
tell
you're
for
putting
anyone.
yourself into a category of where you want to be. And so
Okay,
when you
okay.
don't give patience and you don't seek the right things and you'd rather get pussy, then
Yes.
that's what you're gonna
That's
stay
it,
in.
yeah.
This is female
She's right.
speaking right now.
No, she's
Privilege
right.
is invisible to those that have it. The reason why you can say something so
I don't agree. I don't agree with what he's saying. I agree with her. Like, if you're focused on vagina, then that's what you're gonna get, bruh. You're gonna get vagina because it's out there. It's not like they holding it back. Regular dudes are still smacking.
nonsensical is because men approach you. You don't approach women. Sorry, you don't approach women as a man.
My first man.
No, okay, anyway. How many times yeah.
No, for
The
real.
reality is, okay,
Approach a man.
cool, I will approach a man. The reality is most of the time you don't. Men have to go out there and approach women. And not only do we have to go out there and approach women, we have to approach you guys, figure out if you're a good girl, figure out if you're a whore or not, figure out if you're gonna fuck up my life, figure out if you're gonna take my
Well, you
money.
guys are fucking
figure out-
other
So
people.
let me ask you a question. So men do attractive men nowadays, men do attractive women approach men.
Yes, now, almost never.
We do have first man. You guys feel like
Yeah, stop the cap. No, you don't. Women are not built for rejection. They don't take rejection well.
emphasizes you
When's
or
the last
makes
time
you
you
feel
approached a
less
guy?
manly.
When's the last time you approached a guy?
My last relationship.
How long ago was that?
Jesus.
That was not so long ago. I want to
How
say
long
about
ago?
November.
Okay. So you last time you approached the guy was in November?
No,
When was the last time you approached the guy then?
5 years ago.
Damn, what?
Getting it.
They were
said,
dating
"What
for the
is
5
the
years.
Off camera.
Here and didn't know the
She just made a fool out of herself.
Population.
She just made a fool out of herself. She said the last time she approached the guy was 5 years ago.
Like, what does that do, bro? Like,
If you're a guy and you approach a girl
That's why I
every
can't
5 years, you would never get any poom.
like, what are we talking about right now?
And guess what? You approached him and you had a 100% success rate. The average guy can't do that.
What's one guy?
You approached one guy and had 100% that's what I'm trying to say. No, women really have zero clue what it's like to be a man. You guys try to put your rules on men. If I use your rules as a man, I would take an L all the time. I would approach once every 5 years, hoping I'd get a relationship, etc. Men have to move differently in the dating marketplace because we're different. Men have to approach, women don't.
I feel like there's a better way to have this conversation. I feel like he's so insistent on being adversarial with them when he could approach it with more of a softer approach, kind of how Charleston White is. You get me? Like you could get through to them. You can get through to them if you just approach them with emotion. Like you try to make an emotional arguments and like kind of and but you state the facts at the same time. Facts and emotion. You have to combine them to get a woman to be on your side. Because you can't be so adversarial. Because if you are, they're just gonna shut down and disagree with everything. You know, like girl, you know what I'm talking about. Why you acting like it's not the truth?
Still married. So it's like you can say these things because you're in a privileged position. Oh, I should be looking for the right girl, blah, blah. How the hell am I going to be able to identify the right girl when most girls are useless? So I got to figure out the girl that's useful. But for me to figure out who's useful, I got to deal with a bunch of useless chicks to figure out what useful is. That's the point. This is why women should never teach their sons how to get girls. You guys have no fucking clue.
So let me ask you a question. How will we teach the younger generation today? Listen to the ladies here. Most of you guys are under 30. How will the people up under us date? With approaching one another. It sounds like love won't exist anymore.
Tinder.
Explain.
Okay.
Social media.
Yeah, social media. Probably. I know you won't bump into anybody in the grocery store now. Like that's like on the sitcoms or whatnot. But through work or
As a guy, you can't
through
think that way. You gotta approach wherever you at, bruh. Wherever you see a beautiful woman at and you're single and you want to talk to her, go talk to her, bruh. And if she acts like she don't want to talk, then leave her alone. It's that simple.
I can't miss something you haven't had.
But if you don't swing the bat, you will hit no home runs, bruh. If you just look at every beautiful woman that walks by, you'll get no play. Because they don't have to approach you.
school,
Wow.
social media, on the street. I actually got a boyfriend. He hollered at me. He was like, "Hey, you look cute today," and I was like,
And we
"Oh,
each other having a
Some-
conversation,
Yeah.
exchange numbers, and end up courting and dating.
yeah, we
Do that
dated."
still exist?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I did with like my last ex. We
Last.
exchanged numbers.
Really, most of these girls have gas up heads, bro. If I'm gonna be 1,000. Thanks to Instagram and dating apps.
I agree.
Like if you the other girls will give me a look. Like the average guy nowadays stands no chance.
The average guy.
The average guy stands no chance. Right?
Before you even leave the house, right? Go to Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. You're getting a DM from somebody, and at least that person be successful, good looking, blue check mark, and that opportunity is could be anywhere. It could be in Dubai, it could be here in Miami, it could be in California, it could be in Idaho. One of the like access to dating nowadays is through your fingers. So like for girls nowadays, you can get anybody anywhere. Now for guys,
This girl who I've
if
known
you know
since
stuff,
high school, and ever since high school, she on her Instagram, she's always on a trip. She's always in another country. Always traveling. But I know she lives out here. She lives in the valley. But she's always on a yacht. It's crazy, bro. She's always on vacation. I'm like, but I feel like that's kind of slowing down now. Now that we're approaching our 30s, and she probably is too, because I believe she might be older than me. But yeah, I see less yachts and less trips. But I don't really be on my feed on Instagram that much. I be on that Explorer page, so I wouldn't see it even if she did post it.
That's cool. If you're not that top tier.
And Instagram don't be showing you people's posts sometimes. It just be showing you whatever it wants to show you, which is helpful.
You're gonna struggle because it's like, who are you? You're a bum. And you made a good point. If you're not on my level or even higher than my level, why do you want a man like that? You don't. So it's what it is.
You were trying to say something?
Yeah.
I said that girls have gassed up egos because of social media, etc.
You said it's easy for girls, but why is it not like easy for guys?
1 in 3 men right now between 18 and 30 is a virgin or hasn't had sex.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you guys know that?
I had some guy that's struggling financially.
What's
It's
the
kind.
Yeah,
that's-
we'll be better.
He may still get laid.
It's gonna be tough though.
But can he get a girl?
Can't keep her though.
Yeah.
I was about to say, can he get a girl?
Yeah.
The long term is like, oh, he's still a bum. I'm good.
It's all about. You said the dating is on the tip of our fingers right now. No, not the dating.
Like I've said this before, but a regular guy could be at a party and hit a famous woman, have sex with a famous woman, bruh. But that don't mean you gonna keep her around. You're a toy to her. You're just a guy who got some vagina that night, She's not gonna call you after that, bruh. That's Rihanna or that's whoever, She does not care about you like that. And you'll be out of your mind to think that she does.
The fucking is at the tip of our fingers because none of those apps are all about dating. None of them.
Actually, you said so right.
Talking real talk. Because at the end of the day, it's about good
That's
fuck.
a good one.
Yes, it's Postmates for vagina or dick. It's Postmates. It's just you order it up. You either get it or you don't.
You don't go on Tinder to look for a relationship. You don't go on Tinder looking for the quality.
Go on Hitch.
Start making a little more sense.
She's trying to,
He broke the delusion a bit. You can do that, bro. You can break the delusion. That's why I feel like you shouldn't give up on all women, Some women you could talk to them and you could break through the delusion. You'll see it happen. You'll hear it like in the way that they talk. They'll start to rationalize things.
Crickets.
Here's the problem, right? So most girls, like you said earlier, will go on Tinder, go on these dating apps looking for a guy. I understand it's not plausible, it's not actually gonna happen, right? However, they think, you know what? If a guy that's as fuck to me, he may want me. That's not true because once again, we know most guys that fuck girls on our level is
Are
gonna
they
smash.
looking for a guy or a good fuck?
Thank you.
I think they should just make that very clear in the bio. Like, hey,
I do.
Me too.
And people still trying to just fuck me. And I'm like, what was not clear? Like,
I'm trying to
throughout
look
this
for a
whole
boyfriend.
Here's the thing though, whose job is it to create the relationship?
Both.
No,
No.
incorrect. See, that's where y'all are wrong. It's your job to retain a man. I would argue most girls nowadays can't keep a man to save their life.
Yeah.
That's the problem. He don't want to commit to you because you're not worthy. Most girls don't bring value to the table. They
Well,
think,
you sound like
I'm pretty.
That's what grandma and them be saying about the young girls. Yeah, that's what grandma say about the young girl. They can't keep
It's
a
the
man.
woman's job. It's the man's job to attain the girl.
Not
It's
a
the
good-
girl's job to retain the man after he fucks.
doing what?
Yeah,
That's
that's
the scary part.
The fact that you even say doing what, that's the sign. They don't know. You should just ask them. Go around the table. How do you keep your guy? How would you keep a guy around you other than sex? Sex is off the table. How would you keep a guy?
I've done it all. I've been nice. I've been patient. I've been listening, and I've been caring, and I cooked for the guy, and I've been, the nicest self. I didn't do any drama. I literally did not freaking talk
Question
above
for you.
my
You
regular
did all
level.
that, right? Here's a kicker though.
Yeah, please.
Do you know what he wanted?
What did he want?
No, I'm asking you. Do you know what he actually wanted? from you.
No, he's asking like if you ever asked him.
That's the thing.
What
Girls,
does
they
he
know what
want?
guys want.
Yeah, she gave him what she thought that he wanted. She never talked to this guy and figured out what he wanted and gave him that. But
That,
I don't want to be nitpicky, but that is part of it, I guess. But I mean, communication goes both ways, and you should talk to your woman, and she should feel like she could talk to you.
You don't know what you want at all.
Even though
You
it's simple.
assume, okay, you know what? Because I don't necessarily want that as well. No, guys want something completely different, and if you don't know what he wants, he's gonna leave.
Okay, so what does the average man want?
You don't know.
Very good question.
You should know that.
Yeah, you know it. Yeah.
But you don't
I
listen
like
to that, so
that.
never mind. That's why.
Where I'm from,
Yes.
maybe it's nice to hear different perspectives. So I like meeting new people where I'm from. Close-minded, same type of close-minded.
Girl that
Same
says I
type
ain't
of
listening to
style.
man.
You know, I'm curious. So, listen, what do you look for in a woman to take seriously in your life?
I just want a woman to believe in me.
Mhm.
That's where I draw my strength from as a man. My woman believing in me. If I say I'm going to the store, she believe I'm going to the store. Once she stop doubting what I say, then she's no longer my woman in my mind.
Trust is an integral
Because
part
a
of the
man,
relationship.
a man is his word. And if my word don't mean nothing to you, then I ain't your man. So I try not to. I try not to be considered a liar. My motivation and encouragement come from my woman saying, "Baby, I believe you can do it." So once she stopped believing in me, then how can I be great as a man? So I look for a woman who can believe
Believe
in
like
me.
trust. Trust and believe everything.
Yeah, so
That's how
that
you
comes
get a
from
girl to fall
trust.
in love with you, because she's falling in love with your potential, the potential of who you could be. She knows who you are as a person, but she can also see the future of you. And you can do the same with women. You can be like, you got potential, girl. So I'm gonna stick around. Or you, I don't think you're gonna fulfill your potential. You're beautiful. You could be something, but I don't think you're gonna be something. So I'm gonna move on. And that's what I said I would do if I was single and I was dating. I'd be like, bye. You're not done with the kid
Bitter.
life.
Yeah.
Trust her off walking away to the store.
See another woman.
If your woman doubt what you say as a man,
Yeah.
I was always taught, man, a man's word is what make him a man. Being a, if I-
What's his bond?
yeah. So, man, if your woman don't believe what you say, then man, how can you be great in her eye? If she doubt when you say, "I'm going here to do this," but she think you're going to go be with another woman,
Yeah.
homie, how can you be great in her eye?
Yeah. My thing is though, like, okay, for example, you made a very good point. For you, it's gonna be trusting your word. But my thing is like most women don't know what men want.
Like, I feel like the right way to do it is to be straight up with her and be like, yeah, I want to have sex with other women. And she got to decide whether or not she going to rock with you or not. But I feel like most of the time,
But at that point,
because
it's
the
not
way
like-
women are designed, they're not going to be okay with that.
Yeah, not that way. It's not a relationship.
They may say that they're okay with that, but they're not okay with that. And it's not really a relationship. It's an open relationship at that point. It's, something else. But she's not going to really be wholeheartedly into that.
And as a result, they assume, they make assumptions, and they make expectations that are not there, and they mess it up. My thing is though, actually look at the question. If you find a man of value that actually want, what does he really want? And if you find out what he wants, you win. But if you don't, you assume, you lose him. That's what we're saying here.
No, it talks about their feelings is what the problem.
Yeah, why is
It's just
The wrong guy that's not into you like that to take care of. It's like, okay, this guy is going over in life, no ambition, just wants to fuck and have a good time. You think serious and it's like, okay, what does he want me? He's here to have fun.
Here, you know what? How
That's what I'm
about
saying.
this?
Just watch
I want
their
to have sex
actions.
with multiple girls. You're going to be loyal to all.
Because a guy will tell you whatever. A nigga will tell you whatever to have sex with you. He likes having sex with you. So he's gonna tell you whatever. You're my girl, I love you, whatever. But really he's having sex with like 3, 4, 5 other girls. And you don't even know it. But if you actually watch him and you see that there's gonna be inconsistencies. Like even the other way around. Like if a girl's telling you she loves you or whatever, but she's not putting in the work really. And you can tell that, she's just talking. So, but you got to be observant to see. And if you're mesmerized by how pretty she is, you're not gonna see it. You're just gonna be enthralled in the moisture.
Only me. Sit your ass at home, not be on Instagram, not go to the club, not have your guy friends, not be a whore, not embarrass me in public, be quiet whore in public, be a respectful, dutiful girlfriend, have children with me, and be loyal only to me. There you go. Thank you very much. You've proven why men can't be honest with women. Yeah. Congratulations. There you go.
Bunch of women, but
Yes. I just told you exactly what it is, and you can't handle it. That is why men can't be honest with women. I literally gave you what every man wishes they could do with a girl, right? And I told you the truth. And what did you say? This is why men can't be honest with women. Women don't live in reality. They don't handle the truth very well. So
I disagree, and I agree with him at the same time because I still find other women attractive, but I don't lust after them. I'm not like, I don't know. I just don't lust because I have my own women. I have my own women. They're just women to me. They're not options. And so it's like you're just like a person, you're like an NPC to me. It's just hello, goodbye. Have a nice day, ma'am. That's it. Like I have no motives.
guys have to lie to them.
Yeah, that's why guys lie.
Men fall in love with what they see, and women fall in love with what they hear. This is why men tell lies and women wear makeup.
Niggas want to see it, hoes want to hear it, what they used to say.
There you go.
Facts.
I literally told you what men wish they can do. There's Andrew Tate blew up. He exemplified what men want: fast cars, a lot of money, beautiful girls, bunch of girls, in shape, etc. He blew up because he is living the masculine dream. He's a good friend of ours, by the way, as well.
Yeah.
But what happens? The men love it. The girls, because he's telling the truth about how men really think and what men really want. And there's such an uproar right now because women cannot handle the objective truth when it comes to male sexuality and what men want. So this is why men lie. Say bullshit like, I'm a feminist. What? Blah, blah, blah. And I want to have sex with that model. Well, it's not. I need a fast car. It's all cat. Women can't handle the truth in general.
But
And the
I'm gonna sum up what he's saying. He's trying to say that because men are like lions, we want many women, that we should be able to have many women, but I don't agree with that. I do not agree with that. I feel like you can't give your energy to all those women. You're
Not
gonna
if
be
you're in a relationship.
no, yeah, because your woman is not gonna put up with that. She may act like it, but inside it's gonna be eating at her soul,
I'm probably plotting on your ass.
and she's gonna put glass in your food, and you're gonna die. Yeah.
She'll toss a toaster in a fucking bathtub.
Well, you go be in a bath, you'll run you a bath, and you go get in, and you go wonder why the toaster is in, and then you go up in and tell that bitch to go water. So it's better to just understand their psyche and give them what they want. Give them a monogamous relationship, bruh. Or just be single and have sex with all of them. But I don't think you should go that way. I feel like you have a responsibility to go the way of being with one of them. Because you can't have a family with 8 of them.
Tell Nick that. Cannon. My bad.
Yes, he does. Yes, that boy got like 18 babies right now. So, and like he's spread thin because you can't be at 18 places at once.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're not all in the same state.
Chad Ocho Cinco said he made a way to do it though. He figured it out. I think because in his circumstances, that age group helps a lot too for him because he said he could just catch a flight wherever he needs to be and all that type of stuff like that. You should watch that in your by the way.
You gotta have the money. You could watch that next part if you want, but you gotta
Again.
everything. You
Oh no, yeah,
you
we
can
should. We
watch,
could do that because we
you can
can
watch
do
it tomorrow if you want.
when.
In the morning or whenever. Or you gotta go.
No,
Yeah.
you talking about that? You what do you?
I mean, after I come back, I'm not gonna be there all day.
Oh, I don't know what I'm doing after that. Well, so after the morning when we go on our mission real quick.
Mhm. Well, that's that. That was us watching
Wow.
Fresh and Fit. And please like and subscribe. If you liked it, like it, share it, give us a comment. Let us know how we can make it better. If the sound is still terrible, let us know. This is KO.
Wait, somebody told you that?
Yeah, one of the comments was that the sound needs to be better. I am trying to make it better, so I'm listening.
Oh, that's great. Thanks for the feedback, niggas.
Yes, thanks for the feedback. I'm just glad somebody commented. I'm like, wow. But yeah, it's RTG.
West Side.
This is Dre.
Blue Rex.
This is the RedPill review. Deuces, y'all.